Ebusian pempe ameno ka say dia manebo eni nchemu ekyere se ukokopie mu ewo nadom a ewo northern region magic bi esi ewo ho obi ebusa say magic ben ananse awade ben ena esi ewo nadom a ewo northern region. Ebusian manebo eni nchemu efi ekrom ho eba sesi abi abeto ya apono so ene say Member of Parliament, any flag bearer for the NPP party, omo mienu enyako hiem ewo na adom honom no ede omo anu di sem ato NPP members no enim ewo krom ho. Na busia anwade a esi ne say thousands of NDC members a omo ko ihyiedie na ase no immediately asesa omo adwen a defect from the NDC party impempe amenoka say omo no asesa omo adwen say ombeto aba ede ama yewura Dr. Bawumia obi ebusa say ekwan ben so ena Dr. Bawumia efa so a osesa omo adwen anase asem ben pa na otumi kan ode sesa NDC fo no adwen a ene omo ankasa ba bonten abeka say ombeto aba ede ama no. To begin with, yenim kra yenim say according to NPP 4, yewura Dr. Bawumia onye hwe kra no ever since you choosing him as running mate for the NPP party no besi ene ameno ka say we initiate about 33 policies are they supporting NPP and also they supporting the master nanado na 33 policies no anya hwe kra no your agenda 111 one constituency one ambulance delivered. Ebusia in some way any bebre keka ho Dr. Bawumia ankasa etu nenumu to ekaye e de che NDC members na omo aba hyiedie no ase no bi ena esesa omo adwen ema omo ankasa hu ne se ye wo sika ye wo nkola bebre sometimes obrana ye bo na ho che betumi aba nti se wo wetumi initiate agenda 111 na o boss etie mwasa de free SHS aba na se ene ye mani bi etumi enya kwanya ama omote classrooms esua ade dia ene ye northern region especially na adomfo ye de beto aba e de ama NPP aban no esa wo Dr. Bawumia nti ebusia de ekoso ho no mesrew ka me ho ne nkwanko tie dia NPP flag bearer ni din e de Dr. Bawumia ankasa editu dwa na ewie na bibi ekere wadwen a enidie kwan so feel free na cha wadwen comment section no ase channel so mai say aha ye ni atem emom ya adwen ene ekere based on what we see and hear on social media. Nyakopon ensha ye nyina no onye nyina kese. Happy new month. Nyakopon ensha ye nyina yenko di nsem no munche.
Statement Dr. Bawumia ekache delegates of the New Patriotic Party so omonto aba engine as the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party and our presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. And then they said, a Juma Miye in 2016-2020, after the northern region, abedane from NDC led in parliament to NPP led in parliament. It's in a massive scale. Some by presidential candidate. What is surprising and they say, now Dr. Bawumia a vice presidential candidate and a vice president. And mass exodus of NDC faithfuls ekodom the New Patriotic Party. Now why the flag bearer, why the New Patriotic Party presidential candidate exodus no a change more than anticipated. Omuhu crowds na gather rallies, crowds na gather youth connect, crowds na gather Chiefs Palace na a course emergency meeting in NDC headquarters. We say former President John Dramani Mahama say after Obel launching the campaign the northern region. Key issues were raised. Now omo person more targeted central region, the western region, because one omo said the sides of election ASR swing regions with central and a western. Into omo the attention koho now vote at Taumechi, north for Taumechi, central and western for one. The likelihood say NDC be winning high. but almost the mass exodus also under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia rallies now. And then of course say former President John Dramani Mahama say on 27th of July 2024 Okako launch the NDC campaign nearly 5 months to election Tamale. Yanko share in summer course Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or cause mass exodus of NDC faithfuls to the new patriotic party. A course Nandom. What is key about Nandom? They say now or member of parliament, a NDC member of parliament, that is the name of Benjamin Kumbo from 2012 all the way to 2016. 2016 and a Daniel, the Honorable Ambrose Derry, Ebeje Nandom, Ebekan, some of the votes of the new patriotic party in parliament 2020. So was also 2024 on one parliamentary candidate for the new patriotic party or holding on to or maintaining that seat for the new patriotic party. Wait, and of course emergency meeting in NDC headquarters. Almost say Omoko launch campaign. I will not. Yanko share crowds budget Honorable Ambrose Derry so and a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so Nando in the northern region. Yako PM His Royal Majesty Palace. Na Dr. Bupi Chief the 7th. Or a paramount chief for Nandom traditional area, Upper West region. Now, as a traditional ruler of we are spearheading various developmental projects, that in education, that in roads, into the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He is at the forefront of it. Yes, Ebre, Yangoshe, the Ekoso, Nandom constituency.
Our case for you to vote for Dr. Bawumia is a simple one, because our brother John Mahama has been president before. He has been vice president before. He has been president. So he's had all the power before to help us. He had. But the question is, what did he do for us? He did not do much. He set up the Savannah Accelerated Development Authority as the vehicle for northern development. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Do you know of a SADA project in Nandom? One SADA project. I'm still looking for one in the 5 northern regions. The Guinea fowls, they said they invested in, flew to Burkina Faso. We didn't find them. Do you know that for the 8 years of the NDC, not one major road was completed in the whole Upper West region? 8 years, not one major road was completed. He cancelled teacher training allowances, cancelled nursing training allowances. And so I don't believe that this is what we want to go back for. I have not been president before, but I have been vice president. And as vice president, I've supported my president. I have initiated at least 33 policies that have been implemented. Now you see different policies that I have supported. You know, things like Agenda 111 that I have initiated, one constituency, one ambulance, that I have initiated, that we are seeing the benefits of across the country. And so when we said that we were going to do free senior high school education, many people didn't think it was possible at the time. In fact, our brother John Mahama said that it was a 419 promise, that if he had that money, he won't use it for free SHS. But we insisted, because we knew that our parents were having difficulty in paying the fees of our wards in school. And we have implemented free SHS. Now you've seen the increase in enrollment from 800,000 in 2016 to 1.4 million now. And what is even more interesting is that today, because of free SHS, there are more girls than boys in senior high school. In 2016, for every 100 boys, we had 68 girls. In 2023, for every 100 boys, you have 106 girls in the senior high school. And they are performing better. The pass rate for the core WACSI 6 subjects in 2016 was 45%. In 2023, it has increased to 64%. So they are doing better, and we have expanded the access. And we are bringing them up to the 21st century by giving them tools. One student, one tablet. This tablet is powerful. We are loading all their textbooks on that tablet. So you are seeing that we are preparing them for the 21st century so that they can be competitive with their colleagues abroad. We have also brought free TVET education to the country. And therefore you are seeing that we know that the education is the key to development. But the good thing for the free SHS, let me go back to it, is that the increase in enrollment last year was 500,000 students went in last year, 500,000. But if you look at the 16 regions and the enrollment into free SHS, the top 5 regions were all the 5 northern regions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top 5 in terms of enrollment were all the 5 northern regions. Why? Because we are poorer. We are poorer. This is why we are taking advantage of the free SHS. And this is why we are beating every other region in enrollment. And it will help us as we go forward in changing our, well-being in our regions. Because the more educated we have in terms of people, the better it will be for us in the long term that we are seeing. So we've restored the teacher training allowances, we've restored the nursing training allowances. And so we are introducing many policies. And I know, Your Royal Majesty, in Nandom, and in the Upper West region, and in the Northern region, but just take Nandom, everybody can testify in Nandom that the development that you have seen in Nandom under the NPP far surpasses what you saw under the NDC. It's too much. It's really a lot. It's really a lot. When I went to Lambusi today, they said they want to be like Nandom. So I said they should keep electing the MP for NPP, and so we will get more development into Lambusi. But I know that we are going to do a lot more. The Lambusi to Nandom Road, you mentioned, and my brother has also mentioned. So when I leave here, I am calling the Minister for Finance so that we can find a way to get the contractor back onto this road. He's an excellent contractor, and I believe that if we get him the resources, he will finish this road before we vote in this December. So I'm going to put my weight behind it with my brother, and we'll push both the Minister for Roads and the Minister for Finance to get us. It's only 5.3 kilometers from what I am told today, and we should be able to do it. And there are other roads. I'm so happy the Kamba Bridge is coming on. And we are doing a lot of bridges in the north because the bridges open up our economy. Really open up our economy. So we are doing the Kamba Bridge, we are going to do the Daboya Bridge, we are going to do the Yape Bridge, the Bupe Bridge, and the Nawuni Bridge, the Misio Bridge. We are doing quite a lot of bridges in the whole northern region so that we can open up the economy. And across every region in Ghana, we are going to see major bridges being done. And it's a whole, So, in fact, I believe that if you look at what we have done, I mean, we've pushed the Ghana card, We've pushed the mobile money interoperability. Today, you can send money from one mobile company to the other, isn't it? From MTN to Telecel or to Tigo. Before, you couldn't do that. Today, you can receive money from abroad and it will come onto your mobile phone. You don't have to go to Western Union. Today, you can take money from your bank account and put it in your Momo account. And that means, this is what we call mobile money interoperability. What we are able to do in Ghana, we are the first country in Africa to be able to do it. The whole of Africa. Ghana is the first country to be able to do mobile money interoperability. When I said we were going to do it, many people thought it was not possible. But I knew that by the grace of God, we can make it happen. And we have made it happen. Chief, I want to say that I have many ideas in terms of changing this country, and I want you to support me. I want us to focus on agriculture. The economy will be driven by agriculture, by commercial agriculture, technology-driven agriculture, and we can provide some funding to our farmers and machinery like tractors to be able to help them farm. So agriculture is going to be one of the key areas that I focus on. The second key area that I'm going to focus on is the power generation of our country. We want to move power generation away from oil and gas, which always depends on what is happening outside the world, to solar power. I want Ghana to be powered by solar. And so we want to bring in 2,000 megawatts of solar. We've started in bits. You know, you've seen in Laura, for example, we did that. Power is doing solar. But I want to go big. 2,000 megawatts of solar power. This is more than half Ghana's consumption. And this is going to reduce the cost of electricity by 50% for all our households and businesses. And that will allow us to be competitive. Your Majesty, I also want to bring the chiefs into governance. One of the biggest mistakes we've done in Ghana is to keep the chiefs away from the governing of this country. And I think we are paying a price for it. I believe that the chiefs have an important role to play. And this is why I want to amend Section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act to give more powers to the chiefs. A lot of cases are in court which can be solved in your palaces if you are given the wherewithal to solve these cases. So we want to bring the chiefs closer to governance. And that is why, by the grace of God, when I am president, I am going to pay living wages to the chiefs. Living wages. What we are paying today, they cannot live on. Today, we are only paying paramount chiefs. That's it. We don't pay divisional chiefs. We don't pay queen mothers. And what even we pay paramount chiefs is not sufficient. 1,000 cedis a month, even to go for a meeting, that will not be enough to pay for petrol in and out. And so the manifesto that is coming out is going to promise living wages to our chiefs, and we are going to pay not only paramount chiefs, but we will pay divisional chiefs and queen mothers, so that the whole institution can support government. If we want the chiefs to support government, then we have to look after the chiefs. And so we will do so in my dispensation as president of this country. The other thing that I want us to do is to bring the churches and the faith-based institutions, the Islamic institutions, the churches, also closer to government. So far, we've left them out. But the churches help a lot. The faith-based institutions, they are building a lot of schools. A lot of schools that we have in Ghana, we owe to them. Whether it's Wesley Girls, Simonic Girls, all these Nandom Secondary, all these major schools. It's the churches TI, Ahmadiyya, and all of that. The faith-based institutions have built a lot of schools and hospitals and so on. But government doesn't really give them a lot of incentives to do more. But we rather focus on our external development partners. So when